people that are really well versed and like mature on something, it's not because they experienced or grew up with like strong exposure and knowledge to that thing. It's because they grew up with the opposite. You know what I mean? Like some people, because they had whatever fucked problems with their family, or they saw like this fuck shit growing up, now they know, like they saw what not to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like
I think
sometimes,
that's
you know,
exactly what I grew up about.
Yeah.
Like that's why I never did alcohol that much. That's why I never got into fuck relationships, because I've seen it all. I'm like, oh, I know how this shit ends, and it doesn't end well.
But at the same time, I feel like no. I feel like it's a toss in the air, because there's.
It is a toss in the air.
Because like
What's a toss in the air?
You know, I think about like, you know, like for example, I think about the people of like my teenage years, and like, you know, there's those that, you know, are now have like bullshit jobs. There's those that are still on the street, and there's those that are like doing pretty good, like me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's a toss in the air. I mean, and everyone, because like what I like is like what I really liked about like, I don't know, the perspective it gave me is like of growing up around like, you know, I saw that, you know, when you get to like to being a teenager and shit, like everyone that has shit in their life, they all like go towards this sort of like group of person. So you get like this sort of like. Anyway, for me, it was like just a gang of people that would do stupid shit just because we were all kind of dealing with stuff on the other side. But like, it's really a toss in the air, because like I think because of my mom, I was giving a lot of resources to, you know, with like the.
Oh yeah, like it's obviously not guaranteed. It's not because you have
I
a
think
background.
I think it's like a mix.
No,
of
and I
things.
didn't mean that.
No, and I know, and I like.
And I apologize if it came off. But...
No.
I think it's not, but
no.
also it's like they both make sense. Like if you have a
Yeah.
fuck background, it kind of makes sense that you're gonna be fucked too, but it also makes sense that you do the opposite. It's like I feel like it's almost like
Depends how you
exposure
take it,
exposure therapy for me, low key.
Yeah.
In the sense of like not like it's like almost I got therapized about stuff and exposed to it before it even happened to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like I feel like I got through like the hardship of like my mother, my grandmother, all this shit through them, and I was like, oh, so I don't have to go through this because they went through it and I saw it. So now it's like I'm gonna skip that part because I know it's not fun, you know.
Yeah.
But then some people also have this thing of like, yeah.
That's true, but I feel like you also need the resources. I feel like there's
but
there's people that are born into shit and live through shit their whole life. You know?
Oh yeah, 100%. But that's no, and that's also why I don't believe in the work hard thing. You know, because if you work hard, or if you know, like this westernized belief of like if you work hard you're gonna get more is
the meritocracy.
It's fake and it's self-fed. It's like they want you to work hard so that they can not work. You know what I mean? Like rich people, that's what they do. And if we actually think about this super simple, people that work the hardest are fucking kids mining in Congo. So they should be the one winning the most, right?
Yeah,
they're working the hardest.
But that's it's the illusion of meritocracy, you know.
And
like
exactly, it's an illusion, and you have to accept that it's an illusion. And it's like the David Goggins and all those guys, like they're dumb because they're like, if you work hard,
they're dumb, dude. They're making banks. And dumb people though.
Yeah, exactly. They're making bank off dumb people, but even for them, if they believe this shit, like you have to be a little disconnected from reality.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because what are you gonna tell? Like you're gonna see those kids. You're gonna go take a plane, go to Africa, and go to the mines, and like look at those people in the eyes and tell them
the morning and take a cold shower.
Tell them to wake up at 5 a.m. and work harder. Tell them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's or like go to even like not even that bad. Go to fucking like France and look at like some like fucked up like. It's countryside people that have no access to anything.
Where does Goggins live? You just go fucking to Skid Row or something. Just
yeah, like I swear to God, you just have to look like.
I mean,
sometimes you can't work your way out of it. Like literally, sometimes it's either luck or other stuff. You know, I don't know how this shit works, but life is unfair. If it was that, it would be easy. Like obviously, now everybody works, everybody's happy. No, bro, like it's not that easy. If it was, like, would be somewhere else.
If you have something, somebody's giving it up.
Yeah.
That's how capitalism works.
Mm-hmm. And also it's like
so like if you're not working, that means someone's working for you.
And especially like just the principle of being rich, like there's a lot of money.
It's a lot uglier. I prefer yours a lot.
No, it's cool. Oh, like this, that's cool. Like the zoomed in. But like if there's a lot of something, there's someone working a lot to make it. but there's someone abusing that. Like, like there's not like billionaires don't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I agree
like
100%.
it's cooked.
But I've been talking, and what I like is having like this talk with like my father and my brother, because my brother is like super. My father is super like right. My brother is kind of right too, like right wing.
Mm-hmm.
If that's something we can call so, but
Yeah.
like. But I like having for me I totally believe like we should institutionalize as many business as possible, and you should have a cap, like there should just be retribution like worldwide, and like all these billionaires, to me, if you have more than $10 million, you're just flexing on everyone. Like you don't need that. Like,
10 million,
and you
you
don't.
can feed so many families with 10 million.
Yeah,
bro.
but I'm thinking like the 1%, like you're already the 1% at 10 million. Like just stop
Oh,
there.
bro, but even
Like, just-
less than that, 10 million is insane.
No, but like because
Yeah.
you're thinking incentives. You're like, is any like what's gonna happen if you say you cap this at 10 million? Like people like that are in power don't want to lose that power either, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Also,
like,
it's
if you
like
capped it at 10 million, you would still have these rich, annoying people that live on Mont Royal, but you would also have everyone having a base income that's really decent.
yeah, because it's funny how people that make more than 10 million or have more than 10 million will complain about
Yeah.
their money being taken away. But bro, you have so much. Like, how greedy? How greedy? You know this meme, like whatever. Like, it's crazy how people can be like, nah, bro, I need more than 10 million to do what?
No, but
you know
because
what I
like 10 million is a point where you could literally buy a house, retire, and do fucking whatever you want for your whole life.
mean? Yeah, like dead ass.
Uh,
Oh, but
Yeah.
yeah, if you decide to not live a life of luxury, like
Yeah.
honestly, like you can be pretty
Dude,
fast.
you can buy a condo or like a whole house in Montreal for $1 million, and if you put that 9 million on the stock market at 8%, you're basically making $100,000 a year, fucking doing nothing.
No, but that's the thing. For me, that's
yeah, if you invest, yeah.
And for me also, that's the whole thing about LPOS is like, bro, lazy motherfuckers, like people that are
Work smart, not hard.
exactly. It's work smart, not hard. And if they can do it in fucked ways, I want to do it in a nice way, like in a respectable way. Because I feel like there's always like you can find your ways out. Like I don't want to be this guy that like has 10 million, buys your house and sit there and fucking put that shit in the like. If I had 10 million, I'm gonna give it to my friends and like invest in my friends and like maybe it comes back, maybe it doesn't. But the thing is that at least I'm trying my hardest to do some good with it. Cause like bro, sitting money in accounts for me is the most fucking dumb shit ever. Like I know it works, it makes money, but it's so annoying. Like
Yeah,
do
it's-
something. Like you have so much power and you're letting money sit in an account. That pisses me off. Like you can make project. You could finance someone. Someone could have a meal with this shit. You know what I mean? Like me just coming from like where I'm from and like you don't us we can't even see that money. Like that shit don't exist. Like it's nowhere. But people have so privileged. You have so much money that they can be like, oh, I have like 15K that's just sitting in an account right now to like make it bigger in like 15 years. Bitch, if I have 15K right now, my whole life changes because at least I would try. Even if it doesn't actually change everything and makes me like a better person overall, at least I try. And like, I'm the type of person like I do 15K, I'm gonna try and work it again. And obviously it's smarter to put in an
Yeah, you
account
need
and
a
make money.
financial
It's just for me, it's very much. It's like
No, but I agree with you. But you also really need
Yeah.
a financial advisor.
I know, but the problem is like yes, I need a financial advisor, but I hate the
I'm like listening to what you're saying, but I'm like, nah.
I know,
keep
know.
the 15K in the
It's-
bank.
it's- no, I
Yeah,
know, and I know
yeah.
it makes sense. It's obviously, but it's so annoying that makes sense. I hate that this is the state of capitalism, where money, it's easier to become rich when you're already rich and you can just let money sit. Because
Yeah,
for someone that has
but-
no money, what am I gonna put like my $20 in the bank account? And like, what is it gonna do in 10, 15 years? Like nothing. You
No,
know?
but like what I'd say is that I agree with you, but also you really need a financial advisor.
Yeah, no, but obviously everybody knows that I need a fucking financial
But, like,
advisor, you know, in the
Yeah.
sense of like,
But it's just talking with one helps. Personally, like the first time I got to talk with someone that was like it was at Banque Nationale and he was like trying to explain me shit and I was like, okay, I understand how this game is played because like why are not
Yeah.
like this like we're in this big game of capitalism
Yeah.
and like
but that's the
I
thing.
really do think if you have 15K sitting you should put it
Yeah, no, but because that's the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not fucking dumb. Like I know that this is the smartest thing to do, but I hate that this is the smartest thing to do. I wish that we worked like that we lived in a world like
I know, but it's like
stupid.
we don't, and so you're fighting against it. You're
But-
doing the opposite of working smart, not hard.
No, because yes, I know. But like, I want
That's
to.
kinda
No,
true,
yeah,
yeah.
no, it's true. But I want to fight for the world that I want, and if I don't do it, nobody's gonna do it, and we're gonna keep doing this shit, that I don't fuck with. So I'm gonna have to be the guy that fucking not waste, because I believe that I can make my money
Yeah.
from like investing in my friends. Like, what if I'm like, okay, I have 10 million, I'm gonna put a million in my friend's business. Maybe I don't make the million, but maybe I do. What if it's their business pop up and they're like, yo, here's 2 million for the 1 million that you'd make me. Maybe it take more time, but at least I gave someone an opportunity. I sponsor my friends. Like this is
Yeah, but you're never gonna get to the place of having 1 million if every
but I'm
cent you
saying-
get you instantly
Yeah,
spend.
exactly.
No, I know. What I'm saying is also like, imagine that's coming from a place of privilege. If I already had money, imagine you have like 10 million, you could put 9 million sleeping in an account. But you could also do like I put 1 million in an account and 8 million I'm a using reinvesting in my homies or like in businesses or whatever.
Like, but you have to realize that, like, yes, like it's always like conceptual for you of like, if I had like $1 million or whatever, I could do so much good with it, and I agree.
Mhm.
But like, you'll never get to that place unless you make some sort of like sacrifices of not spending money immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
And
also, like-
you have to think you could do like you could do more. I mean, and there's always a way. Like you could give me an argument of like, oh no, but maybe if I invest it now and I put in this, it's gonna be. But like, I mean, the more likely and tried and true is if you
No,
know.
and like that's not my argument.
know-
I'm
you know
not
what the-
saying that my way is better. I'm
No.
saying my way is the one that I would like to do
Mhm.
because it's more my principles of who I am as a human being. Because I know this is the smartest way. Like if I put the money in the account, it's gonna make. I don't have shit to do. That's way smarter. It's way smarter, but it's way less me, and it's way less rewarding to me in the sense because I don't need all that money anyway. Like I don't need it. I don't care. Like
It's true, you
So
know.
I might
But
as
like,
well-
imagine now that because imagine now we're trying to think about a system that we impose on everyone.
impose, bro.
Yeah, impose, like forcefully impose.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way those people that have billions are gonna be like, oh yeah, take my money and
Oh,
give
yeah.
it to people. I think what was that? I was on Twitter and Elon Musk was calling homelessness
Choice.
no, not a choice, but like it was like a not a like
Casualty?
propaganda word or something. He was like,
propaganda word.
yeah, he was saying like like most people that are homeless, they're actually drug addicts and they don't like to work and shit like
See,
that.
yeah.
bro. Yes, nobody
Like-
likes to work, bitch.
No,
and
but also
everybody's a
yeah,
drug
they're
addict.
all mostly drug addicts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we know that.
But I mean, it's no, but
But like you're a drug
No,
addict
but
for a
that's-
reason. You
no,
know
but
what I
it's
mean?
because
Like,
also in the US they have this anti-drug war where it's like if you're a drug addict, you're seen as like not even
Bro,
pleb. You're seen as the less
Elon
human,
is pumping
you know?
ketamine on the daily. I think.
Yeah,
He's
and-
like the most drugged out person like on the Trump cabinet probably. So like anyway, he's an old other story. But my whole point, okay, is like if we cut out, so like all these people that have so much money, you cut it all out.
Mhm.
So you're redistributing like 69% of all the world's wealth.
Mhm.
That's right now sitting in accounts, right? I think that has a lot more power than whatever you would do
Oh,
on your own.
100%. But like, how the fuck do we get there? Like that's some like.
The-
Cause me, I'm talking on my level. Cause me, I know I can make that, and I'm gonna accept the consequences. I might lose
Our
all my money.
angel and savior Luigi Mangione is starting
Yo,
the walk.
on God, Luigi has done like a Batman. It really
Yeah,
did a
absolute
Batman in this
Batman.
bitch. Like, have you seen his skates? Like, he skates too, and he's an insane
His
skater.
what?
Skate,
No.
I dead ass. It isn't.
No way.
There is a
Like
I saw a reel-
skateboarder.
Skateboarder.
is
and
it real?
It's real.
It's-
I can't believe it. Me too. I couldn't believe it. I sent it to Jonas. Let me find it.
No, but that's like this sort of pressure that needs to be put, and like what's really nice about what's happening right now, but for everyone except those CEOs and whatever, but that's perfect. Is like it's a self-professing like circle because like everyone's happy for that Luigi did that. The whole government is giving a lot of support to those CEOs. The world is seeing that like the whole government only cares about the CEO and that anybody else can get killed and they don't care. So it angers people, and more people do stupid shit that, well, I call it stupid, but it's actually good.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
in a sense, like, it is somewhat stupid, but it needs to happen.
It's
And like,
reckless for the individual, good for the.
for the collectivity,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's a self-emphasizing loop because, like, obviously those people in power want to protect each other, so they're super scrutinous about that. And during this time, like, I don't know, there was this guy that strangled like a homeless person on a metro, and he's free walking right now. Like he
Here in Montreal?
no in New York.
Oh, in
But yeah, he just strangled like
Why?
because it is somewhat it was said that he was somewhat aggressive, but like, you know, like
You don't
almost
struggle. Like, you don't fucking murder someone on the street because like.
he just strangled that person to death, and he was like in the Navy, and I was like, okay, but that's manslaughter. Like,
Yeah.
like I have a friend. He literally got persecuted for 10 years because he was an ex-marine and he was climbing on top of buildings, and he's a person of color, and then you have this white guy that strangles a person of color to death, and they're like, oh no, but it was okay, you know. He was in the Navy, but it's chill.
No, yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, self-protection or whatever.
Yeah, it's like civil service. You just killed one more drug addict, and they're like celebrating it. But I keep thinking to myself about Drift. That guy's a photographer, and for 10 years, Drifter shoots. He takes pictures on top of buildings.
Okay.
Like, he's an ex-marine, and basically like he was like so.
This is the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, he was so addicted to adrenaline that after coming back from combat, that his solution was climbing on top of buildings and taking pictures, right?
Okay.
And like this prosecutor, like he prosecuted him in like 7 different states, trying to get him to be in prison for life. And it lasted years because he was trespassing and he was in the Marines. So they say he was like dangerous for people, you know.
He put nobody in danger but himself.
Exactly, but then, you know, you just
And Americans are all about the right of self. You should have the right to put yourself in danger.
yeah, but that would have been bad for those big companies who he was like going on top of the buildings, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, United States of private equities.
United States of fucking.
Anyway,
Ends up, the factually it's not Luigi. It looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
Would have been hard. It would have been hard. Like,
Luigi being a skater would have been freaking fire. But he doesn't even need it. Like
that would, that would have been so hard though. Like, bro, the absolute.
Okay, this one is I don't know if you guys don't have to. I don't know.
No, bro, that's the question, bro.
Well, no, I don't want to make you. We can. Okay, I'll pull this one, and then you pull the next one, and it's about you, and then you pull the next one, it's for you. Because the level 3 ones are like about reflection. So like I ask it, and it you'll see.
Yeah.
So you'll pull a level 3 next.
okay.
So my level 3 that I pulled is, what about me is hardest for you to understand?
We had this question the other day.
No.
Yeah, it's about me. And everybody was like,
Oh,
everything.
everything, yeah.
like, come on, man. Damn.
I don't know. I mean, that's such a okay. I'd say
Wait,
it's so hard for me to conceptualize that you're from the English side of Canada.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're totally too dope for that. You know, you're from the.
Fire.
I cannot conceptualize that you're from Ontario.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Every person that is cool from Ontario, I cannot
Why
conceptualize
is
they're
that
from
they're from
Ontario. Yeah, you know, it's for me. It's like it's plastic. It's the plastic.
What about
kind.
BC people? I like BC people.
They're funny. Yeah, they're funny. They're
Yeah.
fucking weird. I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Ontario. There's something about Ontario. Is like, oh my god.
There's a lot of not great people from Ontario.
That would be my answer. That's what it's hardest for me to conceptualize that you're from Ontario.
I'm curious what that question, but me, you know.
For you?
Yeah, what do you think is the hardest thing to understand about me?
That you were once not a fucking hottie. Yeah, that would be it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think that I think like I think it's hard for me to conceptualize. I mean, I've seen the pictures, but I'm like,
No, but it's hard for me to consider that people don't, because I don't know. Yeah, okay, it sounds dumb when I'm about to say, like, but I genuinely don't think I'm that hot. I genuinely think I'm like a 6. above average.
No, you don't.
No, I genuinely don't
Because
think.
you don't move like that.
Yeah, because I have confidence, but I think like it doesn't matter how ugly you are. If you have confidence, you're gonna look good, and if you dress
But like,
cool,
I feel like I can't believe that because you're smart enough. Like, you're not.
no, I know, but I don't
You're
feel like that.
smart enough to understand,
That
like,
you're hot.
just like logically.
Yeah,
like
just logically.
you get
No.
paid like
I
tens
know,
of thousands of dollars
But
a
I
year
don't
for
believe
how hot
in
you
it. It's
are.
a belief. It's a belief, bro. I'm telling you, because I know models that are getting paid the same, more amount than me, that I think they're ugly. You know? And it's just my taste. And I don't think that I actually look that good. It's like, some people will look at Kate Moss and be like, she's the most beautiful, and some people are like, just, I don't like white girls, they're kind of boring to me. You know what I mean? It's like...
But
it's a-
like, and I don't mean this in any type of like. I'm not saying this in like an insulting way. I'm just like curious. Like,
Yeah.
you take a million selfies a day. You
Yeah.
take like thirst traps every other day.
Yeah. But
Like-
that's different. It's not about like, okay, that's, you know, and genuinely, it's, you don't have to look good to take a good picture. You know what I mean? It's about, and you know about this, like shapes, colors, all this shit, that plays a role. But I don't think like I know ugly ass motherfuckers that take fire ass selfies, they're fucking hot, you know, and you look hot as fuck on it. But it's not about the fact that they're, like, you know, ugly hot, that's the whole concept of ugly hot. You know what I mean? And I don't even think that I'm ugly hot, I just think I'm like pretty regular, and if I take a good selfie, it's gonna look good, you know what I mean? It's more about
So
that.
you think you look good in your selfies?
I think I look good in general, but I don't think I look above average good. I don't think I look like, oh my god, this guy is so good looking naturally, like, and I need, even the reason why I take 1,000 selfies is because it doesn't work on the first one. You know what I mean? It's like I need to get an angle that looks better. And that's a proof within itself that I don't look that good, because there's motherfuckers that genuinely look that good.
Okay, we need to do the test, bro. Sorry, I'm taking a picture.
I literally, and
What's
I know
the
I'm
test?
just gonna take a picture and see if I look good.
Wait, can you just look straight at the camera? No smile, no smile. Let's straight at this camera. Okay.
Okay. Like,
I'm doing the symmetry test. I'm gonna.
symmetry test. What you have an app for this?
I just downloaded it. I just downloaded it.
Bro,
I don't
dude,
know.
you was talking about this like, bro, let me cook something right now. No, and also I feel like beauty.
He's like, I'm gonna put this to the
Yeah.
test.
And beauty
Science.
is just something you can't quantify. Because these people, like, they physically look more attractive the more I like them as a person.
Yeah,
you know?
that's real.
That's real. You know what I mean? And there's people, it's opposite. They might be super good looking at
That's
first
real.
sight. Then I hang out with them and I literally think they're ugly as fuck because I don't like their vibe.
Dude, look, you're like symmetric as fuck.
Yeah, but symmetry doesn't mean beauty. There's people with like
That's-
weird. You know what I mean?
That's funny as fuck,
Oh,
though.
this is cooked. This one is cooked. See, they're both cooked. They're dumb in both.
Whoa, that blue one is like AI.
Yeah.
Calvin, if you're, you know the people in Dune with like the big thing on their head, no?
Mm-hmm.
Bene Gesserit?
The
The
Bene
Bene
Gesserit.
Gesserit.
Oh yeah, the moms like
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, I think you're part of that gang. They're women.
Bene
Usually they're
Gesserit.
just women. So the only guy that's that technically is from
It's
the
actually
Bene
it's actually
is,
okay for
Bob.
okay I just downloaded it, and for the benefit of that app, it's called Nobody's Perfect. So it's
Exactly.
about body positivity. So it's not
But
like
also, I just also genuinely like.
But
it's
you have
just-
a
that's my
very-
taste, and I'm like that's my because
you
I
have a very
think-
pretty face. You know.
Thank
let's-
you, and like, yeah, and I'll take that and I appreciate it. And I think I'm good looking, but I don't think. I also think that I'm the type of person that I have. Most people are good looking to me, or like a lot of people are good looking to
But I
me.
agree with you. I mean, in a sense where I'm personally,
Yeah, like way more.
I found very few people ugly.
And that's the thing. And see, that's also the joke, like, because there was this thing where like people were like, oh, he dates like ugly girls, but for me they're not ugly. They actually look good because like I like their vibe and
But I
they're
think-
like they're good looking in a certain level. You know, that's like enough for me. You know.
But you know, I think it's very like, you know, yeah, I think beauty is biased because when I think about the people I find the most beautiful, they're also people I appreciate.
Yeah.
And automatically, when I don't appreciate someone, they're automatically very ugly.
Yeah,
to me.
same,
So-
exactly the same. Like for me, it's so they go 2 and 2 type shit. You can't really like I can't just like dislike you and think you're super hot. I could like when sometimes it's like just and even yeah, I don't know. It's debatable. I just genuinely don't think I'm like that hot. But I'm definitely not bad looking. You know, I'm definitely not ugly anymore. But I used to be. So it's like also like when you were ugly. it also kind of stays with you to a certain level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like I had to accept that I was gonna be ugly when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you ain't no more, so.
Yeah, and it's also because it was hardcore coded in me in certain side. Cause like people bullied me for being fat, you know, and like and or other stuff like my voice and all this. And then at some point you're just like, anyway, what? That's not my whole being. That's just like my looks, you know. And then when you stop thinking about that, then I don't care about if I look good, great. But if I don't, whatever. Like it's not that fucking deep. Like I don't give a fuck. Like if tomorrow I stop looking good and that doesn't make me money anymore, but I'm still gonna be happy. Like I was happy when I was ugly. I'm gonna keep being happy when I'm ugly again if it happens, you know. And even like when I get old and all this shit, like there's a certain beauty to ugliness too, you know. Because I know like if I'm ugly as fuck and I throw some crazy fit, it's even harder because you know. I feel like someone ugly throwing a crazy fit for me is like adds even more to the shit. Anyway, beauty is it's one hell of a
bitch.
subject. Beauty is not even a bitch. She's cool.
Okay, let's
She's
do
like
me then.
people don't
What's
understand.
Let's do me about that question. I'm curious.
The same question.
Same question, yeah. I don't even know what it is, but
Yeah, what's hard to fathom or whatever?
Hardest to understand about you.
yeah.
What do I find hardest to understand about you?
I want like how mature and get your shit together you are for the age that you have and the mental issues that you've been through. Like you're doing so fucking good, bro. Like and also it's like you're doing good, but also like that's a proof. Like see, like you can have like back like issues, life, fucking like mental health troubles and all that, but you can be like a good guy and fucking go through that shit and have a good relationship, good vibes, like everything. Like you're for me, you're like a principle of being a good person. That's like
That's so
you know,
funny.
it's
That's
real,
so, that's so
and
gentle.
it's hard to understand because I'm like, where, how the fuck did that happen, you know? But it's like you have a whole life, obviously, but it's just like most people that would be in your position. Like I know so many people that are victimized themselves and they don't do shit after. It's not even about work. It's about just like getting up and you know taking a shower and be like, okay, today I'm gonna do something, you know?
Hmm. Well, thank you. That's very nice. I don't know. I guess I just I don't know.
Just a good guy.
but
Just
but
a good guy,
I
bro.
no, but I guess I got a lot of love when I was younger. I guess maybe because I got a lot of love from when my parents were still together when I was very young.
That's good.
I wasn't. I guess
That makes a difference.
I was told I was always laughing when I was a baby. So I guess I'm just lucky.
Yeah, but you're like you laugh. You know, when I know you, I feel like before knowing you, I would have thought that you were more serious, because of the art you make. It's very like stark and like
Yeah, and
kind of like depressive.
yeah, it's true.
But like then I meet you and you're like the most like giggly, nice, fun,
But
goofy guy.
I've seen like memes about that, and I think it's
Memes
totally
about you?
real. No, but about how people that make like super happy heart are like super like
Depressed? Yeah.
depressed people that are super like like
yeah.
and how I mean I've just seen memes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, no, I know, but that's
No,
true.
memes is science, bro.
and like where the
Memes
people
is
that
the
make like
truth.
super creepy dark art, what then you meet them in person and they're like super like smiling
Nice
and
and
shit,
good vibes.
you know?
Yeah.
I've seen memes about that, but
No, but that low-key, I'm the type of person that I don't believe in it, but I feel like the way that you express your feelings, then it allows you to be more.
yeah, I mean
The
Have
other-
you been recording this whole thing?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
so we're
I'm in the documenting era.
nice podcast era, but it's true that if you do like process the things that you go through with art and the bad things especially, then you're left with the good things inside because you just shed the bad things out, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's for me. That's how but depends what type of person you are. It's not like that, like easy. Like okay, I write bad stuff now. I feel good. You know, it's but like
you took a
it's-
voice like you were like the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, some shit. But like it's like you kind of notice it, like people like it's just a way of like getting those negative emotion out of you in a certain way.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But I feel also like that some people really like have a hard time fathoming how afflictive it is when they're expressing negativity. I feel like, you know,
Yeah.
like, I feel like there's some people that they've always been the negative person in the room,
Mhm.
so like they don't understand their impact on people, and
Oh,
so they're
yeah.
like stuck in
Well,
that, like, because they've always been that person
That's
that
the whole
everyone's
country
like.
of friends. That's the whole country of friends. But
Yeah. But like, I feel like that might be a part of it, because like, you know, like if you've ever like been in a room with someone that